So we're going over three of the matches from this week. Namely, let me actually bring up my notes for this one. So I actually have them right here. Teal versus Epic Arcane Lizard, Vendetta versus Vendetta, Minion Miners versus Big Push Power, and the last one is Bread Ducks versus Baby Diamond Hands. But before I do that, I didn't finish the cast for Seven Rings versus Bread Ducks for reasons. So I'd like to get through that first. Oh, I probably should turn off ads as soon as possible. Let me just find that. Affiliate. Ad-free viewing. There we go. Wait, no, that's the wrong ad-free viewing button. Okay, ad schedule is off now. Nobody's going to have to suffer through this. Right. So, long story short, we are going to game number 3 of the best of 3 series between Seven Rings and Bread Ducks. That is
I would prepare.
the Braxis music. Why is the Braxis music playing? This is weird. Anyways, for the side of Seven Rings, we have Cyrus on Ragnaros, Zubauhi on, I believe, Johanna. Maybe that's actually Greymane. Avena Quakers on Tyrael. Root Beer Guy is on Rhaegar. Crown is on Sylvanas. Okay, Zubauhi is on Greymane. For the side of Bread Ducks, we have Azimuth, Chad on Samuro, Aragonus on Anubarak, I Carry for Fun on Brightwing, Chaotic on Falstad, and Kenny on Tracer. Yeah. What to say about these comps? It's standard Tyrael hyper carry versus Azimuth, Chad, Samuro, Chaotic, and Brightwing, so global search in the favor of Bread Ducks. But yeah, he's gotta be careful, otherwise he's gonna jump like that and lose half his HP in one go. Meanwhile, we might actually see something fun here, like say, you know, Bloodlust out of Root Beer Guy. So, yeah. I like the composition on the side here of Seven Rings. Let's see if they can make it work. Candy is starting a very early Bruiser camp. Aragonus is going in for an invade. Chaotic starts the right side siege camp. Zuba, he also goes for an early Bruiser camp, so it's going to be a huge skirmish over that first camp, but otherwise the action's pretty quiet. Crown goes to the bot side. Now that Seven Rings doesn't have access to Squirrel, they might get to see to play some Sylve. And Zubahi is forced to Hearth, but I Character Fun and Canny are likely going to be able to keep moving. Oh, wait, what the? His Hearth got cancelled somehow. Cyrus, the offlaner, has done a bit of a swap and is now going up against Chaotic. Chaotic can punish him out here, so he's not going to be able to kill these giants early. But that's a good trade for... No, it's not a good trade for Cyrus, actually. That's not great. And meanwhile, in the top lane, a lot of damage. But both teams are still running for a fight. Azimuth Chad is clearing out mid lane on his own. He's going to give Bread Ducks a bit of an early advantage. Canny takes a boatload of damage again. Ragnaros pops straight bot side to clear out the siege camp, and Chaotic flies on up. Heal. Definitely going to go over to the side of Seven Rings here. A lot of damage. Okay, nothing much is happening. Odd though, 7 rings positioning through mid lane temple means they're gonna miss a bit of an opportunity to do damage directly to the top side key fort. Cyrus is still bot side, getting that clear out. Let's take a peek at the damage the siege camp did. Not much. Crown gets chipped on out. Avina's anchoring quite well. Chaotic hasn't really had a chance to flank on in. Dovahki now looking. Siege low, then it's called back. Cyrus is getting into a double soak pattern, but the 7s are going to come up to the side of 7 rings here. Wait, no, to the side of Red Ducks. Man, I wanted to say 7 really badly. Aragonas has seized control over the point, and it's looking like this fort isn't going to fall here. 7 rings is still down the talents. Speaking of talents, I probably should have showed this. Oh, yep, that's standard support build. Dovahki barely escapes a pick, but is too chunks to continue this fight. Just enough of this temple has been taken by the side of Red Ducks for them to be able to defend the fort successfully, but Cyrus manages to take a few points quad side in exchange as well. Darn it. I should pause right now, but there we go. Crown and got a crate on in. Crown definitely takes a better trade there. Meanwhile, what else is happening? Temples both are really low. Both teams. Asma Chad definitely got a little bit of easy chip mid lane while the push was happening topside. Vina. Oh, I remember this play. This is really, really terrible. Anyways, so Chaotic goes down as Avina finds his kill. That's first blood. It's not a normal first blood, but it's a first blood nonetheless. It's a pretty damn good one at that, honestly. Now Avina might get popped by Kenny. No, it's looking like Dovahki is going to lose about 60% HP. Cyrus clears on out to the Siege Giants. And Red Ducks backs on out. Cyrus moves on in to defend the fort. Buys it a little bit more time. Meanwhile, 7 rings takes the fort wall. They've still got these giants pushing. They've still got black arrows for 2 seconds here. Aragonas manages to catch Avina out. He manages to Q our way, but this push is over. 10's come on out for the side of Red Ducks now. We are looking at pretty standard ultimates, except for maybe Tracer. Let me check in a second. Sticky Bomb. Yeah, it's pretty standard. But on the side of 7 rings, we see Lava Wave, Mind Control, and, well, Ancestral, so no Bloodlust gamers. Top side is Lava Wave out. And it's looking like another bit of cheese is going to be done by the side of 7 rings here. Asma Chad secures the mid lane fort. And is using Illusion Master's best of his abilities to give himself a lot of pressure. Actually, what is he up to here? Oh yes, this is always fun to watch. So he can do a pseudo-global, insta-mount. It's completely ridiculous, but Samuro, Illusion Master, Hearth Tricks. It's scary stuff. And Ethereal is removed. Dovahki might get bursted down here. Maybe it's Avina instead. He might be forced to use Sanctification here. No. Ancestral comes out instead. And at the massive Sanctification, Aragonas is going to go down here. No. Buys him a few more seconds. And he cheekily makes it on out. Group your guys. Manages to catch Canny. Weirdly enough, Avina picks that one. And 7 rings is now taking the opportunity to do a boatload of damage. gets out with 20 HP. Oh my goodness. Nubaki, Crown have to keep on retreating. They don't really have much of a defense. Cyrus looks to turn with the ult, but can't quite do any damage here. Cyrus might need to use his lava wave top to stop that push. And he does. Looking like he's gonna get picked here. Doesn't make it out though. Shadow Molten Core gave their 7 rings time to steal a siege camp, as did the chipping of Aragonos, but it's looking like 7 rings is opting now to give up the remainder of the objective. Question we have to ask is, was this wall worth it? They couldn't have killed the fort with the remaining temple, but the temple that they've given up has given Red Ducks the opportunity to take this fort. All in all, I think 7 rings may have overreached here. That's not good. Avina's placed in a cocoon. Multiple ults have failed to connect onto Avina. It's a very expensive mistake for Red Ducks. Canny gets zoned on out. Right wing Z comes in. Mind control catches. Gust is forced out. This entire exchange has been one-sided favor for 7 rings. The only ult they've used, well, yeah, used is mind control. That's on a short cooldown. Cocoon is down for 40 seconds, as is Gust. You really want to pressure luck here, 7 rings. You can go for buff, you can go for a fort. Okay, they went for the fort. Avina sneaks away. That's a lot of damage. Once again, just using the power of Sylph. And it looks like Crown is barely going to sneak away. Mind control does not connect. Just catches a clone. Your Red Ducks, you're going to imminently be down 16. And that is not a good position to be in against a Sanctification Tyrael with Holy Ground. The possibility of doing boss here is a very real one for 7 rings, in spite of the Gust. Whoa, 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 whoa. Benny had started playing. I'm actually going to be so upset, by the way. And 16's now in the favor of 7 rings. Let's actually take a peek at the talents here. I've been neglecting that in this replay cast. Ooh, Alpha Killer. That's weird in this situation. And here comes the boss. This is going to be one of the big turning points for this round. And Gut comes out just too late. Ikari for Fun has to escape. Asmachad slips away. And it looks like nobody's going to die on the side of either team in this affair. Asmachad starts backcapping a camp. And Avina Quaker is called for the siege. Nubaki makes it out. Yeah. We've got 16s coming out for the side of Red Ducks. We see Epicenter here. We see Criterize. And Crippling Hammers. So Pierce suppressing attack. I don't know what the number counts though, so I can't say anything about this. Looking like 7 rings is going to press out a keep here and now. Mind control catches Aragonos, but he managed to escape at near full HP. Cyrus is tanking that. He looks for the Molten Core. Danny's forced back on out. This is a lot of pressure. 7 rings still has access to Sanctification here. That's a 3-man stun by the side of Red Ducks. Aragonos gets a massive engage here, but it doesn't look like anyone is going to die. And the Sanctification comes on out. And Aragonos is the first to fall. Wow. There's no way 7 Rings ends here, right? Like, that cannot be the end of the replay. Like, they're just gonna die now, right? Right? Ooh. Once again, the clone bamboozling Crown. Okay, that's what I thought, but... Wow. Sanctification being used against these tornadoes, creating an opening that otherwise wouldn't normally be there. The 3-man epicenter stun. There's a lot to love mechanically about this game. And then just appreciate Asma Chad using the camp to stall out the wave that's going to potentially be there for reinforcements. Like, this was a really good move. And then appreciate the fact that he gets behind the Molten Core in that fight and starts burning it down, so it creates less of a threat. And the use of Cocoon in this game has been particularly on point. It's been targeted towards Avina, just to seal off his points and to just stop him from using Sanctification as a counter tool. And Chaotic loses about 30% HP. A lot of damage. Ooh, and he's caught on out. And let me fix this. These clones are extremely annoying. Asma Chad can spawn them in one at a time, can use it to maintain vision, create a threat. It's very irritating gameplay to deal with. And Bread Ducks manages to force off 7 Rings in spite being down a level. Good maneuvering, good positioning.
The magic.
Very hard with the Tyrael lineup to be able to get the picks. The mind control is paying dividends here because it is one way to force and secure a kill that otherwise wouldn't be available with this Tyrael. I still will fight to the end of my days to declare that this was a game where you take Bloodlust, just simply because it allows you to just run at Bread Ducks in an unmitigated way. And it looks like Avina might be considering stealing this, but instead goes for the vision. If you're on the side of 7 Rings here, you really don't have to do much more to win. You've got 20, you can control both of these temples, but at the same time, though, if you've got Dark Lady's Call, you kind of want to pick 24/7 now. Cyrus takes up heroic difficulty. Lava Waves put pot side. Wait a minute, are they about to do what I think they're about to do? Uh-oh. Cyrus is looking for that multi-core, he's positioning around it. And Argonauts recognize that fact. He puts the Cocoon down, but he's killed in a few seconds. Cyrus polymorph out of Molten Core. That's going to put it on a 10-second cooldown. Zuba, he goes in deep. That's a 2-man stun. And Ancestral is forced out. And once again, Molten Core doesn't land, but Zubaki finds and kills Root Beer Guy, I believe. And Chaotic is next on the chopping block. Wait, no, it's not Root Beer Guy, it's the other healer name. Oh no. Not going to be nearly as much damage on core as 7 Rings needs. Without the Sylve, they can't do that much. I mean, really can't step in, but oh man.
My magic flows.
That's a lot of work just to be able to press Molten Core near core. And another boss move is play. Zubaki is kind of isolated from the rest of his team. Avina Quaker looks for a bit of healing there. No false death, there's no gust. Argonos has Cocoon though. The clones are killed. Zubaki is available. All Avina needs to do now is get that Q on, and there's no stepping on this boss. And it looks like Canny is going to be next on the chopping block. And Canny goes down. Asma Chad is already hard saved right when he's trying to Xeon in. Wait, is that melee Grand Main? I think that's melee Grand Main. Wait, no, melee. It's Grey Main Illidan, or Illidan Grey Main. I don't know how to say it, but like This combination of talents is obscene. It just allows Dreamy to go in. That, however, is not the failing Dreamy talent. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that we didn't see like a Bloodlust plus a full amplification of Greymane plus the stacking talents. You can do a lot with that, and you basically turn Greymane into Illidan, except he does like 5 times as much damage to everyone in spitting distance. Anyways, that's the last of that series. What was the next one on the chopping block? Yeah, I think I remember. It's Teal versus Vendetta. This is a grudge match. Let's see here. Ooh, this one goes to 3 games. Heck yeah. Alright, I'm grabbing the first replay just now. We'll be getting into it. While that's going on, I'm going to work on updating the overlays. So, just give me a second. Whoops, we're on caps lock. Teal. I'm just gonna call them Ven.
Heroes, prepare
And
for combat.
before we get into the things proper, I do of course need to boop, boop. Ven is nowhere near the right place. But where is Teal? Wait, this game is still going. Ah. No. No. I think I just spoiled how long this game goes. Okay, that's fine. Live and learn. Order of operations is something I still need to work on with this kind of format. Anyways, let's get into it properly. Anyways, for the side of Teal, we have Britt Michaels on Lucio, Galaxy Quest on Genji, Delta, I believe, is on Blaze, Fade is on Anubrek, and Chaotic is on Jaina.
3,
Wait.
2, 1.
Wait, hold on a second. Sorry, I need to look something up. So, for Teal, we have Chaotic with a K, but for Bread Ducks, we have Chaotic with a C. What? No, that's actually so awful. Anyways, for the side of Vendetta, we have Zalgo Jack on Diva. We have Toru on Thrall. We have Gio on Sylvanas. Daniel-san on Rhaegar. And SCH on Varian. Okay, Toru just very nearly bought the farm right there. Holy moly. Okay. I just got distracted, but yeah. Both teams have made it their way to bot side. Zalgo is looking to double soak here, but opts away from it when he sees the rest of, you know, Teal. They're not called Team Happy Cloud anymore. They're called Team Epic Lizard Mount. Gio, Toru, and oh no, Bread! Oh, he lives! Just barely, he lives! Oh my god, that was way too close. Zalgo Jack is rotating safe side, and that's the Towers of Doom music playing. Why? I actually don't understand. I really don't.
Capture the shrine.
Anyways, both teams have taken their
Knight's power and lay waste to this forsaken
siege camps. And it's looking like we're seeing a bit of a Kafka special here. Fade jumps the wall. Daniel San is probably going to be first in this chopping block. Dalgo does his best, but there's no saving. Oh, and Geo disconnects. The pause hasn't been called. Ah! There's a little bit of me stepping.
A hero has rejoined the battle.
That's... Wow, okay, that was a lot to process there. That is a big tempo swing if you're on the side of Teal here. It's looking like they're going to be able to pretty quickly pick up a DK here. They're up a level. Yeah, it looks like Vendetta's going to be on the ropes from the first 2 minutes in. It's not looking good for them. But they've got taunt now. And potentially turn this round around. Catch the bot side point. Zalgo Jack probably outduels Delta here. D.Va is one of those matchups that's surprisingly good into Blaze. Because you can just press Q every time he presses E, and you will never die. Zalgo, make a liar out of me. Anyways, the variant is rotating up. Gio's following in. Delta is probably going to get picked here. No, he caught. This is D here, and he ease on out to the side of Vendetta. Delta is taking Vendetta on a wild goose chase now. He's at 20 HP, and he dies to damage over time. Toru is acting the Thrall anchor into a Genji anchor. I don't know what to think about this. I'll be real with everybody. I have no idea what's going on right now. Galaxy Quest and Toru starting to trade. Geo's playing it safe and cautious, which they really need to do. Yeah, well, you know. Teal does have the numbers advantage there, but Toru steps onto the point again. Oh boy. And it's looking like Vendetta will continue to threaten a DK. Delta takes back the topside point. Fade gets taunted. Toru misses the root. Also, C2D2, do tell me if any ads randomly play. Toru gets picked on out and just instantly killed. That Vendetta has a much harder time of killing Fade here. Mostly spell damage here. They really need Thrall's auto attacks in order to kill the front to back. And I mean, Thrall has a lot of percent damage. Wait, what? That's not percent damage. Delta threatens the topside point. Variant is standing his ground on the point. Geo is a hanging DPS there. But yeah. Well, Longford, thank you for the sub as always. It is much appreciated. But long story short, I am trying to make sure that there are no ads playing during this for everyone else. Wait, oh right, you subbed, so you wouldn't be able to tell anyways. Ah, the problem. Yeah, this skirmish is going on way too long. Like, I don't really have much else to say other than I don't know how someone hasn't died yet. But Zalgo Jack might actually sneak the first DK here. Heck yeah. Also, look at the sheer amount of chip that is happening in both of these lanes. Like, both teams are missing so much token, it's just getting dropped. Zalgo decides to take the DK topside. That's enough break soak formation. And Ring of Frost catches Danielson. Geo? Geo gets killed by Galaxy Quest. Toru probably gets killed by Brett here in a bit. Wait, and the Rhaegar also goes. Okay, wow. That's a lot. And it may end up being a fort for fort trade here. Delta pops bunker as to not get dragon punted. It's a cheeky move. but looking like Teal will be the clear winners of this trade. Bot side forward is the first most important objective to take on this map. Top side forward is a far second on this one. And mid is a close third. Galaxy Quest gets a bit of chance for chip. And Geo doesn't save the tower in time. Toru steps on up. I think he's looking to still complete that level 1 quest. Still got another 3 stacks to go. If he gets 4-man pushed here, there is nothing Toru can do to handle the wave clear. Meanwhile, Geo, everyone on the side of Vendetta is getting that camp out. Delta's going to quick clear there. And Zalgo Jack's going to get a good opportunity here. Meanwhile, Chaotic and Brett have finished off the Bruiser camp. And it looks like Varian doesn't find his mark. Oh, Varian is put in the cocoon. Toru's cleanse lands a big thunder. That's a 2-man stun. And somehow Geo lived. Combination of the arrow, the ancestral. Yeah, a lot of good stuff there in terms of self-saving. And Varian is still alive. Everyone is still alive. The fort hasn't taken that much chip, and the Bruiser camp is finally gone. And Zalgo finishes off the fort.
It
Gonna
won't
watch
be
this go for a
long
while.
before the shrines are
And
ready
Zalgo
for the
disengages.
taking.
Galaxy Quest sneaks another tower. And Varian is going in on Chief. I'll be honest, I'd be surprised if that goes any other way. I'm pretty certain Genji could just E away and the Varian would follow him to the ends of the earth. But I'm not sure about that. Maybe Genji's dash works
Control
differently
both
than
shrines,
Tracer's Q.
and the Dragon Knight's power is yours.
Varian showed to Fade. Fade has to disengage though. Wait, never mind. Both. Okay, the CC has been traded. And no damage has happened. And wait, what is that? That's Warbringer. Okay. I'm very surprised. That is one heck of a Luva bursty Jaina. I'm not sure I'd feel comfortable without having that protection. Meanwhile, Delta takes top side point. Brett could be threatening a DK right now. Fade or Galaxy Quest could, but it looks like Chaotic is gonna end up trading it to Toru. Oh, there's the taunt. Blizzard is down, and everybody lives except for Varian. What the heck was that? And Galaxy Quest picks up the DK before Zalgo can stop it. Not looking good for Vendetta. They've got 2 forts that are in direct line of fire here. Delta's going to be trapped topside for a while, but the loss of 2 forts more than compensate for the damage that Zalgo managed to achieve with those Bruiser camps. DK is at 50% HP, Fort is about 30%. Wait a minute, they're actually collapsing full on the DK, which means they're going to end up giving up bot side, and eventually they're going to lose mid lane.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
DK sitting at about 10%. And we got another pause. Okay, 16s are out now. It's root, it's thermal protection, Galaxy Quest escapes. Okay, everything's pretty normal. Dalgo is in deep. Makes it out alive. Hello, my friend. You're a very good kid. Yes, you are. Okay. It's looking like we've got a camp steal, and Toru is out of range of Fade. Walls are being killed. While lives do matter. Where do we go here? Your Vendetta, you're down 2 forts. You have complete lack of control on the bot side. Geo is just gone. Daniel is next. Varian might follow in kind. Toru isn't going to be able to do anything to protect it. And yeah, there is no way for this man to escape. Toru engages, well, Fade engages onto Toru. Galaxy Quest is trying to finish it. Bunker is popped. It's a lot of fire. It's looking like TEAL is going to be able to pick up this heat here. They got 10 seconds. They got 3 catapults.
My beloved is gone.
And they've got Zalgo.
Control the shrines and make use of
It's not realistic that they're going to get core here, but that is a massive XP swing.
Team's core is under attack.
Probably just going to end up being another DK and ending here, right? But they've got the advantages now. But let's focus on that camp. Could bring them on to Captain Kocaster at some point. That'd be really funny.
Remind this kingdom of his strength.
It's definitely a difficult situation if you're on Vendetta's side. You are down a few levels. You are gonna need to find a pick. Interesting discipline on the side of Vendetta here. They're not stepping on the point, and they might actually get the Delta kill off. Well played. But Daniel San gets caught on the flank and is killed. And Toru is webbed up.
Hero slain.
Got a first-hand taste of Spider-Man. And yeah, 20 DK. I don't see how this ends well
Flame cleanses all.
if you're Vendetta. Let's zoom point of contact to DK. It's going straight to core here. They don't have access to bunker. It's gonna be a 5v4, but they've got the DK.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
And Zalgo is focusing down top side. This is an odd use of the DK. They're actually getting cold feet right on the point where they would otherwise go into core. Okay, that's the dollar on music now. What the heck? Wait. The banner makes the... Huh, the banner makes the dollar on theme. That's really weird. I'm pretty certain that's a replay only thing. Ooh, that's 2 stuns. They can punt it out of the way. Another keep gone.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Vendetta has no points of advantage. They're down 20 to this stage. Yep. It's a banner thing. Ooh, Toru gets caught, but manages to barely sneak away. No! So much damage. Fade is down. Danielson is down. Chaotic gets into the bunker. That bunker has to live. Chaotic wants to live. And Zalgo Jack is next. Galaxy Quest is still alive. That's a core. Delta misses Geo, but it looks like Galaxy Quest and Brett are just going to finish it off. Chaotic is sitting on the back of about 200 HP. Brett is in a similar position, but it's just Toru, and yeah, you're not defending this situation. All right, that's game number 1. Boop. Anyways, we're gonna quit that. Press the button, and I'm going to be very selfish. I like money. Here, have an ad break. Let's get into game number 2. Oops, that's the match link. I'm looking for the stored replay. All right, we're gonna tomb. disappear for a second. All right. Let's see here.
Prepare yourselves. The battle begins shortly.
We have Fade on Garrosh, Chaotic on Chromie, Britt Michaels on Brightwing, Galaxy Quest on Tychus, and Delta is on Leoric. For the side of Vendetta, we have Zalgojek on Dahaka, Indigo Zap on Sylvanas,
10 seconds.
the dude whose name I can't pronounce on Diablo, Gio on Deckard, and Toru on Zagara.
3, 2, 1.
Give them all it's got, folks.
Kill.
Alright then. Fades in the bush. And he gets scouted immediately. Good vision control is how you beat Garage. And Zalgojek gets a throw. It forces out his burrow. And it looks like Diablo might be the first one thrown here. No, Fade backs out in the last second. And it looks like Fade gets time trapped. Garrosh Tychus is a nasty combo. Ooh. That would have been a great throw. We were a few seconds earlier. And he goes out. He's on the flank, engages. That Diablo is getting really low. And with Spell Power, you know, well, Spell Shield is not great against Tychus. Good against Chromie. And with Tank dies first, it's Diablo. Fade does not make it out as well. So that is a 2. That is a 1-for-1. With double blood. Oop. Geo manages to dodge the last one. Makes it out with 100 HP. Indigo Zap sits around with about 1,000. Gets healed up to about 2,000 with potions if I'm reading them right. Actually, I'm probably not reading them that right. What does 1 bar of HP represent? Galaxy Quest and Red are finishing up the prisoner camp. Indigo Zap and Diablo are doing the same thing for the side of Vendetta. How do you pronounce that? Seriously though, where's the vowel? I don't understand. Ah. And it's looking like Gio and Indigo are going to just barely finish their camp in time for the defense. Level 4s are out on both sides. It's W Build Diablo, it's Envenom Spines, Hero Stalker, Envenom Spines, wait. Huh. Stable Poison, Zalgojek misses the tongue barely. Chaotic hits the root dodge. And Fade is lurking. Looking like all that hard work that Britt Michaels and Tychus of Galaxy Quest didn't do anything. Ooh, Toru gets flipped over the wall. That's a dead man walking if I've ever seen one. Galaxy Quest steps on in, gets thrown out. We're looking at how bigger they are, so Diablo can't be fully finished off by him. Indigo Zap takes one of those shots. Chromie's up to 15 now. It's a lot of damage. Delta gets in a lot of gems. It's looking very much like a game where Teal has it in favor. But when ults come out, pretty certain Vendetta has the edge. Teal sending 4 people. Wait. They're gonna miss soak by doing this. That's too many people for a single siege camp. Gonna give Indigo Zap a good chance to just chip this out. Toru's helping him. Ooh, that's a lot to give up for just one camp. Chaotic's not able to clear it out. Yeah, that's a lot. That's way too much. Oof. Dalgo drags one of the giants in. That'll die to a tower now. Toru in the time rewind. Doesn't make it out. Indigo Zap, on the other hand, is in a little bit of danger as well. But makes it out. That's a race car build stock. Looking like the first turn in is going to go over to the side of Teal. Ooh, I wouldn't want to be Diablo right now. Killed before the spell shield even could be relevant. Whew. A lot of damage. Fortunately for Diablo, he didn't have full souls, so he doesn't get set back to 0. Toru's on guard for top side. Indigo Zap is on guard for the bottom side. Ult's coming on out. Looking like Diablo is going to drop again in a few seconds. No, makes it out. Wow. Wow. That's, I believe, 3 ults used there, and no death. Toru has effectively defended top side. Dalgo's having a bit of a harder time of it, but yeah. That is not the result you want from the first turn in, especially when you're up 10. And now we see the ult. Lightning Breath. Aw, adaptation. And it's Tornado Gamer. Oh, yes. Indigo Zap catches Galaxy Quest in a mind control. Indigo Zap probably isn't sneaking it out of here alive. Dalgo Jack caught the turn in, but his team is dying right now. I don't want to be Diablo right now. There goes the souls. That's a lot to lose for your first turn in. Top side is going to be cleared for free in the favor of Teal here. And what else is there? That is 1 damage Diablo. Brad Michaels barely escapes Fade, barely escapes. That's a lot of chips. This is not the fight you want to be taking if you're Teal. That's way too much to lose. And more importantly, nothing says force burst injection like Sylph's Black Arrows. Even though mid lane was pushing, it's top side that's going to take more damage. Meanwhile, Delta is on the side, so but Teal gets the next turn in. And yeah, I don't know what else to say here except still in a good position. They're down a fort, but they need to get a real advantage with this objective in order to be able to close out this win. That is a bold attempt at a stall from the Diablo. I'm not doing big push power for a while. Yeah. Third turn into the game. Who is this going to be in the favor of? Brett, please don't get picked. Okay, he's fine. He's fine. Fade and Galaxy Quest coming on in. Geo with the stall. Salgo's going to get free clear. Delta's looking for that Entomb. Oru, Indigo, both of those are good targets. Mid lane is looking like it's going to push for free here. Diablo's isolated from the rest of his team by Fade's positioning. It's looking like Vendetta's going to lose at least one port here. Ooh, Geo is caught in an Entomb. Yeah. Adios, Geo. Fade is going to be next, though. It's going to be 2 forts for 2 kills. I'll be honest, if I'm TEAL, I take that trade every single time. This is a situation that is vastly in the favor of TEAL right now. They still have access to Sylph, though, on the side of Vendetta. Just a matter of whether or not they can get a turn in to either a keep or a fort. They do need that damage to be applied at the same time. Entomb from Delta has a few options here. Odin was popped somewhere there. I don't know why. I don't know when. Must have been from one of the plays I missed in the last 5 seconds. Ooh, Geo is thrown with a Lornado. Allows him to buy a little bit of time. Brett Michaels escapes. Galaxy Quest is not going to be able to. Diablo makes it out. Zalgo Jack in the back line catches the Tychus. Brett doesn't have so many places to run. Indigo Zap just finishes the job. Delta might get access to Diablo here. Once that W pops. Oh, it doesn't, though. That's a 3 for 1. Zalgo Jack. Wait, no, not Zalgo Jack. Bloody Geo. Took TEAL on a merry chase and killed 3 of them. This is what you're looking for if you're Indigo Zap. A chance to apply black arrows with very little in terms of contestment. And if you're Fade, you have to be scared now. You gotta deal with Corpse of Saliva. I don't know if Corpse Beaters is stacked. It's weirdly enough not showing up as a quest here. Oh wait, that's because they didn't take the quest. They took Viscous Acid and Venom Spines. Never mind. But yeah, long start. Fade is no longer immortal into Vendetta right now. They can definitely kill him. This game is swinging back into Vendetta's favor. Breathe, and yeah. So like this one's going to the favor of the crew from Vendetta. They've got a singular catapult advantage. They've got map control. I'm not sure what the gem count is like. It looks like 30 on the side of Vendetta. TEAL, on the other hand, is sitting on about looks like it's about 40. Wait, darn it! It came on up and I was wrong on both counts. Ooh, Diablo's caught out. That's a 4-man ball, what? And oh no, 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 no. Oh no. Only 2 members of Teal die in the initial volley. Okay, 3 now. Wait, they might just... Teal might just lose here. What was that? Amazing. Oh. Odin is popped out. Meanwhile, Jack's looking to catch some more gems, catch the other soap. That's going to let Vendetta win the race to 20 quite handily. Mind control can quite land. Delta's in here. That's a 2-man Tomb. Geo is allowed to escape. No, doesn't though. Geo might die here still. There goes Geo. Ooh. Unfortunate. Once again, Teal has an opportunity to claw their way back into this game. I swear, sides seem determined in this series to win in the flashiest way possible. But when it comes to Vendetta's players, I deeply respect Jack. The man knows how to apply pressure, knows how to catch waves. He's a good boy macro offlaner. And I think he's one of Vendetta's star players. Wait, they can't seriously be considering boss. Okay, Toru is leaving a creep tumor on boss as a way to keep things fine. Jack pops ult and disengages. Not interested in getting picked there. Race car build allows him to escape though. Unfortunately though, that cooldown reduction that Jack just took does not activate retroactively. Pack Instinct, Lord of Terror, Perfect Gems, Dark Lady's Call, Double Throw is probably what we're going to see here. Oh, Chaotic is caught. That's a lot of damage, and Zalgo's on the back line. Fade is caught. It looks like Toru is in the taunt. Oh, Indigo Zap barely makes it out alive. It's a 2-man maw from Toru. Oh, Brett Michaels escapes again. Chaotic is so low. Everybody is still alive. And there goes the Leoric. Zalgo leading the charge there, but turn-ins in favor of Vendetta. They absolutely can win this here. They just need to put as much pressure bot side as they possibly can. Wait. Indigo. Indigo! It's your opportunity to turn in, Indigo. And we see level 20s coming out from the side of Teal. Big red button. Invisibility Dragon, I believe. No, it's Speedy Dragon. God dang it. Piercing Sands and Buried Alive. Wait. Oh, the silence that I saw before on Toru was from the Brightwing, wasn't it? Let me see here. No? Wait. Did I just imagine that Toru was silenced? Because I thought it was 20 for both teams? Yes, I did. Okay, I'm going to have to think on that one for a while. Positioning is really dangerous for Vendetta. Delta looks for that flank. Diablo manages to escape. He's taunted. He's pinned down, but look at that. There's no percent damage. With a certain talent, denies you your ability to finish Diablo off. I don't like press the advantage that much. I feel like there are a lot of situations, especially when you're the hyper carry, you cannot afford to take it because you just eliminate your team's ability to finish kills, especially on a tank. This is one such microcosm of that. Because let's see here, what is 50% of this day out? Wait, no, what's 25% of this Diablo's HP, right? He's got 8,000 right now. Whoops. 8,000 divided by 3 for the sake of argument. That's about 2,000 HP. We multiply that by 4. So here's the thing, and I really want to stress this for all y'all taking Tychus. You literally need Chaotic to do 10,000 damage onto that Diablo due to the spell armor. That's insane. You're not killing Diablo with Chromie by doing that much damage. It won't happen. Like, no, it won't. Now, what is possible is that Leoric manages to get his W on, but don't forget, Diablo still has the ability to heal, to stay in that little comfort zone. This is just one of those situations where Diablo is basically unkillable, so long as he's not under CC. So, what I'm saying is, BTA. Wait, why did I call it press the advantage at one point? I meant BTA. That talent is situationally good if you're the opener. You cannot take it 100% of games, though. There are some very, very critical exceptions, like this. Either way, both teams haven't really found the decisive play. It's gonna be hard. Other than boss, there isn't much you can do, and taking boss is incredibly risky when the lanes are this even. Zed has done a good job of controlling the turn-ins. Basically, all opportunities that are left for them is to get those last 10 or so gems and get one more turn-in to end it. And it goes up. I think opts to avoid those gems. Okay, this is actually going to end up being a fight over boss, isn't it? Delta, Diablo just sitting there in a dance. Very spooky. Wait, Zalgo's threatening core, making it difficult for Bret Michaels. The rest of Teal now races back. They're showing in the wave, though. This might be the chance they think it was that flip. No, they're playing it slow still. Both teams are being exceedingly cautious right now.
Blue team's core is
Oh boy. Brightwing doing Brightwing's job in this situation. Another mind control just barely misses. Oh boy. At any moment, this could become a 5v4. Both of these globals need to keep their finger on the trigger. Fade gets giga chunked. It looks like Geo's gonna be fine, and it's 5v4 for a few seconds here. That's a two-man shot. Indigo's outdueling Delta here, and that is a... Whoa, that's a lot of damage. And it looks like Galaxy Quest is going to be the pick that ends this all. Delta barely makes it out alive. Zalgo has been threatening core this entire time. He never opted to come back for the fight. So, Vendetta just outright won a 4v5 there. Diablo is immortal. Alright, let's get on in to game number 3 of this series. Boop. Boop. Okay. Actually, hold on a second. There's a button that I want to press. Alright, I need to get a drink.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
We pause this. We get the overlay set up properly. And I'm just going to take a swig. And we should be good to go. All right. Let's get into this match proper. For the side of Vendetta, we have Gio is on Ana, Inigo Zap is on Jaina, the Diablo player is still playing Diablo, Zalgo Jack is on Dahaka, and Toru is on Tychus.
The battle begins in
For the side of
10
Teal,
seconds.
we have Britt Michelle's on Brightwing, Galaxy Quest on Kerrigan, Chaotic is on Vala,
3.
Fade is on Johanna, and Delta is on Leoric.
We cannot tarry.
Let's see what we're looking at for talents. Wait, this is the thing. Lingering Chill. Wait, whoa! I'm intrigued. Zalgo Jack is getting picked out, but makes it out quite alive. And Delta is the first one to drop. The Delta of experience is now about 305. That's how much you're worth, Delta. 305 XP. Okay, that wasn't a funny joke the first time I said it. Real talk, though. Value your life. Whether it's in a video game or in real life. Vendetta and Teal trade their mid lane camps, but it's looking like Galaxy Quest and Fade are just going to get the mid lane one uncontested here. However, Delta. Oh, there he goes. Double soaking is always a risky prospect on a map that has lanes that are in such tight formation, like this one. Gotta take care not to walk into the entire enemy team. Doggo helps out with the clear. Means he's going to get stalled out on his rotation here. These waves are going to get a little bit of free chip. Wait. Oh no, poor Delta, not again! Ooh, okay.
Prepare yourselves for the slaughter.
Does Vendetta have a grudge against this Leoric? I'm looking for a friend, because it feels like I'm watching cyberbullying. If you're Delta, that is not the kind of hat trick you want to have under your belt. Like, ooh. Oh. Oh, speaking of which, we've actually got to level 4s. I'm taking my time. It's standard issue, Shrine Build Kerrigan. It's queuing time. Like, this is your solo queue build. And hilarious. Ooh, Zalgo's being in on the backside. Galaxy Quest is caught out. Looking like this objective is going to eventually go over to Teal, but Vendetta's determined to make it an extremely expensive fight. They've got the camp advantage top side. It's going to do a lot of damage. Wait, Delta. Oh! Oh! This is a deep pain. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're going to have to look at Jane and Talent in a few seconds here. Two-man Karrakin combo lands. Oru makes it out alive. These level 7s are coming in clutch for Vendetta right now. Vendetta might actually be able to steal the objective. Oh, the Brightwing goes down. And Delta finishes off the last of these. We're looking for Relentless Soldier. Wait a minute. Wait, is it auto-attack Jaina build? Is that what this is? Is that a thing? I'm intrigued. I've never seen anything like this. Galaxy Quest. Let me make that alive. Ooh, there goes the Diablo. Looks like Indigo Zap barely dodges the combo. Galaxy Quest is going to drop here. It's 1 for 1 right now. Yeah, so Relentless Soldier, this is good stuff. Especially when somebody has your number like Kerrigan. Ooh, Diablo's coming back actually, so this fight, this camp is just going to head right into the hands of Vendetta. Honestly though, maybe Delta is actually Dash Blue. He's not playing like a Dash Blue Leoric though. Doggo Jack just escapes on in. That being said though, he did play a really good E-build last game. Like, the damage reduction was really coming in clutch that round. It's the reason why it lasted so long. So many would have been kills were it not for Delta. Alright, we see ults. This is Nano Boost, Water Elemental, Lightning Breath. Ooh, Teal's actually going to be able to take a fort here. This might be slightly down XP. Fades. Finds up the Diablo. Kerrigan's getting on in. Sleep Dog hasn't landed anything. Dog goes on the flank. Tongue misses. That is a Nano Boosted Diablo. Oh my word. That is an extremely aggressive Jaina flank that doesn't get punished. It's a two-man Entomb, doesn't really land or connect. Yeah. A lot of ults. Another big fat she fight for 1 kill. And one of the most bold Jainas I have ever seen. Oh my word, Indigo. Ow! Man. This is not Delta's day. This is really not Delta's day. Galaxy Quest is flipped. Brightwing Z comes on out. And nothing much else happens. Oh man. Poor dude. Doggo Jack moving to the bot side. And Delta's on the anchor. The Echo from Galaxy Quest is completing quest. He is halfway through his Galaxy Quest. Faded and Diablo stepping so close to each other. And Diablo backs on out. And it goes after rotating down. It's looking like Heal is going to get first pick of the objective, but they're down a talent here. This is a potential risk. You have access to Ferocious Stalker, Hellfire, Stormfront. Okay, I'm so confused by the build. I've never seen a Jaina build like this before. Toru takes a lot of damage. Deals a lot of damage to Delta. Galaxy Quest is getting ripperonied. Toru survives the burst thanks to that level 7. Never mind. It was close, though. And Delta sneaks away. Zalgo is in fast pursuit. Your Delta, deft movement. He gets on out unscathed this time. Well, it's going to be a 4v4 fight over who controls the objective. Both teams could win this one. And it's looking like Fate is stepping on in. Meanwhile, Diablo goes onto the backside with Delta. No, not with Delta, with Zalgo. Meh. And it looks like Delta's caught Zalgo, and Zalgo goes down. Ultralisk doesn't connect. Odin is online. Both teams still have a chance to win this one. Water Ellie's pop. Nano Boost is still off on cooldown. 5 away. Chaotic is probably going to be the first to drop here. No, Blessed Shield misses. And the auto's getting dove. Oh man, this is gonna be one of the most absurd fights I've ever seen. Okay, Fade is the first to go down. Galaxy Quest still alive. Indigo Zap is hit with a nano boost. Delta's probably gonna drop here. Galaxy Quest. Oh, they just. Oh no, Galaxy Quest is gonna drop here, and that is gonna be 2 kills for that objective. Oof. Chaotic might get peeked out here. Clearing the camp slow. Fate is there to interfere. Zalgonjack's been spotted, and he scurries on away. That bot side fort hasn't fallen yet? Been at like 10% HP for like 2 minutes now. Well, you know, for 5 minutes now. Level 16s are out. Standard Diablo build. Numbing Blast. Pack Leader. And Sizzling Attacks. Full active reload. So lots of burst protection out of the Ana now. It's a good situation to be in. That is a long Wraith Walk. Oh my word. Quest. Looking for that stack. Doesn't want to get kicked out though, so can't quite step here safely. It's a lot of damage as punishment for the step up. Needs these minions still. Catches most of them, but not before the Z from Brightwing is forced out. Where's the fight going to develop next? If I had to guess, it's probably just going to be over the shrine. So 3-mana Tomb. Fade lands a combo. That's a lot of damage. Ice Block has been. Everyone lived without a Tomb except for Indigo Zap, who gets eaten alive in a few seconds. Not sure Nano Boost was used on. Oh! The Yorick manages to get counter killed by Toru. Gotta keep stacking Master Assassin. Another 6 kills, and we might actually see the extra attack speed come out for Tychus. Without the 16, it's also a lot of percent damage. You do not want to be this Diablo here, but he's making it out alive. Galaxy Quest. Zalco with a huge flank from behind. Galaxy Quest is still alive. Zalco continues to be in essence. race car lives again. And the Orc responds. Both teams are moving towards their soak. Huh. This is one of those situations where your Teal spending a little bit to just kill this fort with like 1,000 HP left would have made all the difference. Now both teams have access to wells. This fight could go long. Favor both sides. Galaxy Quest looking for the flank. Zalgo Jack disengages. And Chaotic is charged out. Fade fires out the shield in anticipation of a pull, but it does not come. All Prolist is used on the Zalgo. Zalgo is absorbing a lot of damage here. Moving into bushes, staying alive. Delta is getting poked down. Likely Zalgo might end up finishing the job here. Nano Boost is active. Onto the Odin. Indigo Zap is on the flank. That is a nasty, nasty thing to fight. Garrigan has completed the quest, but it's going to be a while before the Teal has the chance to engage here again.
Red team has summoned a mortal punisher.
Ooh. And Vendetta looks to take the Siege Giants here. Just one more thing to add on to the advantages in this lane. And Indigo Zac and Toru find Delta. Zalgo is pushing topside, getting the soak. This is potentially going to be 20. Odin is out in 30 seconds. It's doubtful that Punisher survives that long. But this is going to be an opportunity for Vendetta to do a lot of chip for free. Chaotic is going to finish off the objective. Camp's still pushing. Vendetta has the edge here. But they're opting to take a fight on more even ground. And Teal cannot afford to step in that bush or they'll find Zalgo Jack. Looking like Vendetta is opting to win via another lane. Or just immediately go back. Okay, wow. This is the right call here, 100% of the time. They've got the 20s, they can absolutely actualize it and finish off this fort. Teal doesn't respond. Vendetta might have been able to end there with a nano boosted Odin. Wait. Okay. That's a weird choice. Does give extra attack range. I sort of see what you're doing, Toru. I don't know if I approve, though. Bunny advantage has come and passed. Vendetta by. It's going to take a few seconds for Brett to close the gap, and here they are. You see Farflight Clever, with Medic Orb, it's going to make Chaotic very dangerous. Blind by the Light, Sonic Shift, Kurgan has lots of opportunities, and Buried Alive. Delta now has the ability to single-handedly win this game for the side of Teal. Galaxy Quest. Okay, it's 14 Sonic Shift, but probably isn't going to make it out of here alive. Well, okay. Delta and Fade put the pressure down. Looking like that Diablo is going to sneak away. These Doom is activated, but huge flank that you have to deal with if you're on this side of Teal. This is a difficult fight corner to take. Galaxy Quest is probably going to be the first to drop in this one. Delta is engaging on the Indigo and Zalgo on the back. Chaotic is still alive. Fade is still alive. Everyone is still alive. Oh my god. Zalgo barely makes it out alive thanks to Geo. Nope. And Indigo manages to pick off. Indigo zap again. That's a 1-for-1, but it's absolutely in the favor of Teal. Delta will be back just a bit sooner. Odin is popped. Nano Boost is active though. Isn't active though. The grenade doesn't stop Galaxy Quest from being healed up by Brett. Odin is already halfway through. Fade is running low on HP. 20 seconds on the Lyric, and Tomb comes back with him. You're on borrowed time if you're on the side of Vendetta. Oh boy. Wait, this is not going to end through Winions, please, no. Entomb manages to catch Geo. It looks like Geo's going to go down first here. Indigo zap. He's barely making out of alive here. He's just getting so much heal thanks to Nano Infusion and... Wow. Ay, that is a scary Jaina. Dalgo's looking for the full-on dive. Indigo's up isn't happening. Diablo's coming back in. Ooh, and the Diablo knocks a ton. This is... I'm surprised that Vendetta hasn't opted to run at core with 4 dead. But it would be quite the journey, given that bot side's the only one they have open. Bot side is going to get cleared out more or less by that siege camp, but this objective is likely going to roll straight to keep. That fort's hanging on by about half HP. There's a very real risk of the game just being ended here. Teal has to play slow with the defense here. They opt not to bait it over the wall. But they're getting a lot of free damage on it thanks to that slow bruiser camp. Bait is made to sleep. The auto can't quite do enough damage to it. To bring it down before it hurts the keep. Fast clear. Catapult advantage in the favor of Vendetta is only 4 right now. Fade is going to get completely checked here. That is one endangered Diablo. To be honest, caught in an Entomb, but it's too far out to be killed. And Dalgo is the first to drop. Nano Boost is activated on Diablo. Holy mackerel! Nano Infusion heals him up so much. And Toru also drops, as does Delta. That is an obscene amount of self-healing from Diablo thanks to Ana. Just absurd. Nano Infusion is a beautiful thing to watch in action. This game keeps going. And Vendetta opts to hold their bruiser camp. It'd be dangerous to invade that. And it's looking like Teal can't kill that key fort.
Ready soon.
And meanwhile, Zalgo has pressured topside to the point where it will likely die if no one from Teal rotates to kill it. This is not the situation you want to be in. Brett moves to Hearth, but it's way past sending Brightwing to anchor. That keep is done. It's done, though. Diablo and durability. Wait, Zalgo is actually threatening. This is how it ends. This is how it ends. Oh! Oh! God damn. That was great. Oh! Late game cores fall like paper tigers. Anyways, I'm going to get into the next series. That's Minion Miners. Actually, or should I make the Baby Diamond, Red Ducks versus Baby Diamond Hands one first? Ah, whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's do Big Push Power versus Minion Miners. So, while I'm getting up the games, I'm just going to press the money button. Whoop. The Heroes of Storm Crash. Minion Miners. Okay, that should do the trick for that part. Let's get into this series. Update the logos properly. Minion Miners is on the wrong side, because of course it is. And, whoops, that's not the one I was looking for. And where is Big Push Power? Of course they're on the wrong side as well. Just my luck. Anyways, welcome to game one of this best of 3 series. In the red corner, we have Big Push Power, Final Stand on Tracer, TTO on Anubarak, Concept on Hugger, and Sovereign on Lucio. For the side of minion miners, we have Himibo on main tank Blaze, Wanton Soup on Tychus, Sir Mac of Cheese on Lunar, Wesgura on Deckard, and Marshall on Soup. Oh no, let's speed up to Collision.
10 seconds.
Zoom.
5, 3, 1. Let the battle begin.
Alright. I never know how to call these skirmishes, because very little of importance actually happens. Anyways, minion miners gets the priority. Zulu's sent bot side. The 4-man is sent to top side. Himibo assists with the clear. That's wave clear. Zul build. Marshall gets stunned out. I think he's gonna get out alive. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Marshall goes down as first blood. Concept is now double soaking. And Big Push Power has several opportunities to build initiative. Sir Mac of Cheese and Wanted Soup are starting the burn. Concept looks to be going straight for the siege camp on this map. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Is there a reason why he's leaving one of them to not be killed? Okay, Flies Raven makes it out with a slim margin. Hunger Camp clearing is an esoteric art, and it is clear Concept has never had the misfortune of being exposed to this map when it comes to camp clear. Meanwhile, Himibo is just zooming around, catching soak. I don't even know what I'm looking at right here. Skirmish and a half. Big Push Power is up nearly a level at this point. They've already got their siege camp out. It's doing chip, but Himibo is going to clear it out. Mac and Cheese and Wesborough are holding it for proper timing to create a pressure. I don't even... So profoundly unusual, but just off of pure ganks alone, Big Push Power is exceeding in soak. Alright, Sir Mac and Cheese is going to Lunara hop away, but there's no way out. What? Oh my word. That was amazing. And it looks like Big Push Power's gonna take the healing cam off of that kill. Wait. Hold on a second. When Flyest Raven gets a kill, you must see how he did it. Wait, it's Wanton Soup drops his turret, the healing camp is dropped. Well then. Zeratil's pretty cool. Looks like Final Stand actually dies here. Simibo gets the turret. Yep. Amazing. Marshall dodges TTO stun. I feel like TTO's gonna die here. There he goes. Concept's halfway through the turret camp. He might get vision checked by Sir Mac and Cheese here. But not in time for it to matter. Marshall heads on top side. A lot of that soak is just going to auto die and be collected by Wanton. Both teams are on the verge of tens. And okay, Concept. Heck yeah. This time, this man can instantly clear. Marshall dealing with another gang. He's gonna make it out alive this time, but oof. Minion miners pick up an objective. They send it straight to... Okay, they're not sending it straight anywhere. They're just... Oof. Zul goes down. It's going bot side. It's getting Zane-hided. I think it's probably going to die before it kills Ford. No, it's definitely going to die before it kills Ford. Simibo is getting a little bit dived on by his Fly's Raven. Look at this Deckard is in one of the worst possible situations for a Deckard to be in. Wesgard just slipped on out though. That's 2 ults for a little bit of micro. I've got to see the bans for this series. Marshall finishes off the siege campaign. I would not want to be Himbo right now. Bending into a Hogger and a Zeratul. Sir Mac of Cheese is dived and deleted. Yep. It looks like Marshall's next on the chopping block. We'll see. TTO should have another stun in a few seconds. Westworth can't cleanse it out. This is an exceedingly dangerous place to be in. Okay. And playing it slow. 13s are out. Go is sitting, lying in wait. And here's the stun. Oh! TTO doesn't get slapped. The Deckard gets caught with the cocoon. Nothing has died. I don't even know what that fight was. Oh, a bunker was used over here as well. Huh! You cannot wallbang a Blaze off of his own bunker. That's good to know. It's not real terrain. It's just an entity. Both teams now grabbing their fort camps. TTO and Final Stand probably considering this as well. Black Driven Concept clearing here, but they might end up getting a little bit, shall we say, surprised. Concept takes a boatload of damage. Fly's Raven's forced to teleport out. The Purt is panic popped. Blaze's main tank is surreal. I don't know something about it, but when Blaze is main tank, you don't expect him to E. Like, you just don't. There's a weird psychological effect with it. Himibo barely misses Sov. One Soup is taking a boatload of damage, but has so many potions to heal him back up. Flight Raven can't finish the job. Oh, Sovereign spoops out the Deckard ultimate while unstoppable and doesn't get left. That's actually really impressive. Marshall doesn't catch a root on anyone who matters. Wait, no, Sov is now dead. That's a rough one. Okay. The first fort's going down. It's going down on the side of minion miners.
Hero slain.
I don't even want to know. 16s are out. Ah. And TTO is probably not going to get a pick here. He's off on his own right now. No DPS in sight. And that top objective has been ignored for like 10 minutes now. Well, 5 minutes, but you get the picture. Flash Raven's getting a little bit of free chip down bot side, and Concept is first to bravely step on this point. Minion miners take out their siege camp, but they're getting chipped in all lanes, especially while that Zul is dead. Flies Raven, putting a little bit of pressure onto Marshall. Marshall's chasing, but I don't think Marshall wins this trade. You know, Himibo and the crew have forced he push power off of the point. Concept can't take the turret. But Flies Raven might actually die here unless Concept fires that off. No, Flies Raven lives. But with a tiny sliver of HP. Bob and Concept playing this map proper. They've got plenty of time before that objective becomes an issue. Use it to get every opportunity you can on the map. You're going to have multiple turrets into this fight. Going to be up levels. It should be a winnable one. Item advantage is a serious thing on this kind of map. Overtime is active, but they step off the point. The minion miners don't have any guarantee of taking it. Zul is put into a cocoon. Final stand is rooted. 2 turrets are active. Marshall is taking Q damage here. And Marshall's forced out of the fight. Himibo lands a stun. That is a huge epicenter blast. And Water Soup goes down. Himibo goes down. Okay. The only miner left now is Marshall. Christ. That's exactly how you don't want that team fight to go. Let's wait until the miners are up. So speed it up. Alright, Marshall goes on into the defense. Doing this alone. Concept is catching so plenty advantage. He's clearly in the favor of big push power here. All the miners are active. We'll be able to kill this pretty quickly thanks to Tychus, but beyond that, they don't really have any late game carries. Marshall brought very close to death. Final Stand doesn't have a healer to protect them. Concept is going to have to E on out. So BJ isn't going to take a keep. Marshall's going to take a massive amount of damage. And that's a sleeping TTO, a rooted TTO. Flight Raven's taking a boatload of damage. He just goes back in again. Himibo catches Concept. Rewind is active. TTO goes back in. Concept lands a huge amount of damage. That's no control. Do any of the miners die? One and Soup dies. Wait, no, not one and Soup. But no, what? It's a miner's name I always forget. Wow. Oh. Oh no. It's Sir Mac and Cheese, isn't it? Yeah, it's Sir Mac and Cheese. It's embarrassing. Ooh, that is a big tower dive. Okay, I see how this game ends. Yeah, they just kill the corp before Sir Mac and Cheese comes up. And GG. Okay, let's get the next game lined up. And while that's going on, I'm going to press a money button. Alright then, we are going to Dragonshire, it looks like. It'll be fun. You know what? I think I bit off a bit more than I can chew. This will probably be the last one of these I want to do. But I think I'll stick around.
Prepare for combat.
And alright. Welcome to Dragonshire, everybody. On the side, Big Push Power, we have Final Stand on Anduin, TTO on a Nubarak again, Concept on the Hogger again, Flyest Raven is on Genji, and Sov is on Junkrat. For the minion miners, we have Himibo on Main Tank Deathwing, Marshall on Thrall, Wanted Soup on Falstad, Sir Mac of Cheese on Lunara, and Wesgara on Deckard. This is where the fun begins. Well, for one of these teams. The other one's going to suffer. That takes a bit of chip. Goes lost in shield already. Lost 2 shields, actually. On a Soup's forced to just fly away. And it looks like it's a side of Big Push Power that gets wave priority. Hate to be Marshall right now. He's going to get wombo comboed and instantly deleted. That is first blood. This is offlane Falstad now. Okay. Interesting.
You think yourself worthy to
Not invalid.
Dragon Knight's power? Prove it. Take control of the shrines.
But what is Thrall doing in the meantime? Well, he was taking a bit of a siesta from life. We'll see. It's another Anchor Thrall game. Gonna cry a little bit though.
Capture the shrine. Inherit the Dragon Knight's power and lay waste to this forsaken kingdom.
We both saying no, this is my point. And the miners continue to just pressure it in, kill the camp first. Concept has access to this. It has TTO, has Flyest Raven, has a lot of people here to pressure. Wanted Soup's gonna have a difficult time. This defense will be a difficult thing for him. Meanwhile, though, the miners have a lot of opportunities to pressure this. Probably gonna get a few tower. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! These are some very scary rat traps. That is exactly what you don't want to have happen. Means that the trade is more or less even in the favor of Chip and for Big Push Power, but Big Push Power is substantially up kills, primarily through heroes. It actually dropped a little bit relative on minions. And Push Power is the first one to threaten the DK. Himibo is the bot side. Concept's taking a camp. Wesgara cannot afford to stand here. He's actually going to slip away again. Okay. TTO's not going to catch his DK, but... And Hemibo's not going to be able to take the point for a while. Flash Raven's going to slowly poke him down. Okay. Meanwhile, that bruiser camp we were talking about has taken another tower. Does not go over to the side of the minion miners. What is... Okay, it's auto attack false dead. For a second I was worried it was W build. Ooh, Marshall takes a lot of damage here. Final stand doesn't land the rune in time though. And Sav is getting poked on the back. TTO hold out. Looking like Big Push Power is going to be able to get on out without much incident. Concept's going to be able to cap the top side point. So, still going to be a very status quo play. Oh, and level 7s are finally selected. Lockdown. Whoa! Flash Raven jumps in. And does not die. At all. Okay, I'm just gonna ask TTO a question. Okay, question has been asked for TTO. We'll get an answer on whether or not he takes Regeneration Master, unironically, because that intrigues me. This is one of those places where you take the armor and you just don't die because of Lunara plus Deathwing. You can just proc it so much. Deathwing currently dead. Probably will be in the air in a few seconds. And Sav is just throwing rat trap after rat trap. It's Boom Pow, so we can just put them down every single time. Marshall opts to go out the back in the back door. Ice Raven is just wandering about being an annoying little man. But looking like Minion Miners might actually be able to sneak a DK here. It's all dependent on whether TTO can hold his ground at this point in time, and yes he can. However, facing down 3 members of Minion Miners here. He's only got Sav to help him out. Worth to back out and disengage again. Saw plants a huge bomb. TTO does not make it out. Concept gets the spin on Wesgara, and Wesgara is the first counter kill. Concept disengages. Earthquake is used. Sav makes it out. Concept also makes it out. Fly's Raven might catch 1 and 2 here. Looks like cooldowns were used that I didn't see though. Oh my word, he's going in. Caramba. It's looking like Big Push Power might have a small window to take a DK here. Got that Siege Camp. Bruiser Camp still pushing. And Wesgaro's the only one remaining for stall.
The fire comes for you.
Interesting. And I mean that with a lot of emphasis on the first syllable.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Anyways, that's
Red team has destroyed a fort. That beast is not
All right.
not anymore.
Sure, I won't be able to finish the last cast, but that's okay. I can always do it at a later date. Ooh, Genji Light Bomb. Marshall does not make it out.
Beneath the shadow of my
Big Push Power has picked up 2 forts for basically nothing. Concept is threatening the entirety of the minion miners. And TTO is going in with beetles. And a lot of damage is going to get dealt to that fort. All 5 miners are sitting money. Okay, you're not talking to me, right? Yes, I will. Okay. What are we missing here?
Another chance
Concept
to
picking up a
prove yourself.
lot of soak that the
Do not
miners
squander it.
aren't. Passive XP is also starting to create a bit of a disadvantage here. Push power keeps us up. They just need to not dive past the Deathwing main tank, and they'll win this one. How about I do anyways?
Remind this kingdom of his strength.
Okay, that was... That fear didn't do anything. Wow. Wow. That was a snappy double pick, and the Deathwing died as well. Yeesh. And another DK is going to go over to the side of Big Push Power.
I tried to save this realm. Now
Looks like
it
this one
burns.
goes all the way bottom.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Nope. Fudge. I pressed the wrong buttons and now we have to live with the consequences. Let's redo this.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Alright. TTO opens. Marshall gets hit by the light bomb combo, and Marshall just barely goes down. Spear does a lot. TTO is somehow still alive after all of that. Not bad. And I'm once again using my mouse instead of the keys. 'Cause of course I am. He's lost almost all of his armor at this point.
Red team has destroyed a fort. Blue team's core is taking damage.
Drops in. This DK is gone. And it's looking like Big Push Power's on the retreat. Oh, there goes their mac and cheese. I blink and I miss it. Blast Raven picks up another kill. Oh, light bomb doesn't land due to the core stun. And Marshall's the next. Oh, there goes Blast Raven. Yeah, 2 for 1. Counter engage. Marshall's at about the 3rd HP. TTO is still alive. But not anymore. Sov jumps in, Flies Raven gets on the back line. Multiple Shingans land on Marshall, but Flies Raven is sleeping. Sov is going in with massive rat traps, and there goes the fall stat. That is one of the most aggressive Anduins I've seen in a while, but Final Fan slips away. Kamibo is probably going to be the next one that Flies Raven, says Shuriken's on. And Wesmerov is now the only miner left in the top lane. So McAfee is doing what they can to clear bot side, but Wesmerov's deciding to take as long as it's humanly possible to die. Wesmerov finally goes down. And this is likely going to be the DK that ends it all, folks. And they put Sov in the DK. Concept steps as a bit of an advanced guard. And takes a lot of HP. Okay! Wanted Soup just eats it and basically instantly dies. And the DK makes its way to core. And TTO finishes the job. That's GG. Wah. Anyways, I've been dragged into in-houses. So, the last one that I picked up, I'll do it later. Oops. Until then, thanks for watching. For those of you who are here simply for the cast, I hope you have a good evening. Oh, I probably should also turn the music off. I personally don't like it. I find it distracting. Alright, time to go and harass the people in the in-house queue. Ooh, is this a
Pick
new...
Blazer Hogger if we're gonna go vet. And
Is this the new...
Yeah,
honestly,
Hogger's-
we can even cold because they ban one, we sell the other. Sylve can be picked if we want, and probably like Lucio or Healer or like
Two banned.
Falstad.
Guess we just cover. Lucius band.
I'm just gonna take Jane out.
That's fine.
I don't play Sylve really well, but I do
Okay.
play Jaina if we want to swap.
I just didn't really feel like playing Sylve.
Okay.
Oh man.
Are you scared of Genji?
He mentioned something about Chromie before. I think he's playing Chromie and not swapping.
Does Chirp play?
Unless someone else does.
It's either get.
Diablo, Nubrak, Murden, those three.
What do we want to hold here?
I might as well pick.
Oh, I will note that there's no cleanse against Chromie.
Yep.
Alright.
It's intentional.
Let's take tank. Then I have tech.
Wait, this I give unstoppable during draw, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can act as a crutch.
Stukov is the only one so far who doesn't have a way for loop.
Hmm. I'd be fearing the Genji light bomb if I were in your shoes.
Icy's not gonna pick it.
Hmm. Huh. I didn't think you for a music type loved art.
What do you mean?
I can hear the music in the background of your stream. I didn't expect you to be the type to have the music of the game in.
Oh, yeah.
Thought you were more of a tryhard than that.
Well,
I kid.
they're nice. When
I will
you're
agree with
tabbed
that.
out.
Oh yeah.
When you throw an enemy, are they the equivalent of unstoppable? Like, can I
No.
gust somebody midair?
They will be wrecked. Or actually, I don't know how that works.
I don't know that interaction.
They can definitely be like stunned and stuff, but
I think it probably takes the last move command or like move ability, but I don't know.
would have to get tested.
Yeah,
Huh.
pretty uncommon.
Random question. What do you think it takes to have a mic that picks up cat purring?
You have to turn off the noise filtering on
Alright.
Discord and your mic if you can.
Interesting. Ooh. So what role did you end up getting in the queue, Love Dart?
Healer.
Ah.
I don't know what you mean. We're all playing the roles that we got.
Cool. I just remember seeing you end up subbing in for tank.
Mm-hmm.
They don't see me.
Your time is now.
There is
Okay,
the hook.
Stitch is it. Alright. Verd.
Ooh, it's huge. It's in.
I'm lagging now, I don't know how it's going.
He's dead.
Easy money. Easy money.
Yay. I'm
See.
looking at Pearl as she rotates.
He, I think.
Although hard
Oh,
camp
you're referring to the
after
character.
clearing second bot wave.
Oh, that's
What'd you say, Gal?
sorry. That globe
I
gives
wanted
you
to do
away.
a hard. I'm gonna do a hard camp after second wave.
Oh yeah, I'll take it.
Ooh.
I guess it didn't give you away well enough.
Yeesh.
People
Yeah,
do
good
not
OP.
look at that.
Hey, Lovedart, do you know any of the queuing blink commands?
Who's
I don't
on?
know what you mean.
He doesn't have stasis. No stasis for
Okay.
there.
I guess we
I
start.
don't know if I interrupt.
Whoa.
What do you
I
mean,
think
Q
killing
blank?
him was a good interrupt.
I guess.
Oh, well, they see me.
I think this is a bad time for me to ask.
Yeah. Damn.
I'm coming to that.
I had it.
Nice.
I had the auto. No faith. Come on,
I might
bot.
be dead. Sorry, I entered.
It was across the map trade. Don't worry.
Right.
Wait, I think you do realize you target Pearl like 90% of this
I
game.
did not see Pearl right there.
Yeah, I'll be honest, you just sort of filter Pearl out at times.
Just push top. I think you can get big value.
Yeah. If we have any interrupts, that's okay. I've got.
I think they're top side.
Just a Haka.
Oh, there's nobody on the camp.
I got an interrupt here.
Junk.
All right. Watch
Mind
the
the
thing
hook?
now. Yeah.
Oh, that's hooked down. You can use your E now.
I can interrupt.
How many are on T?
4.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys can probably take the fort.
I can't interrupt anymore.
Oh, well.
It's fine. We're getting a ton up here. He still really can't.
Oh. Nice.
Okay, I gotta heal.
Not sure why they just completely ignored it.
Oof. That's sunk cost fallacy if I've ever seen it.
Chromie.
I'm flying in for it. I'm right on top of you.
Ah.
Oh,
Alright. So
They're probably on camp.
I'll be here.
That one just came up, I think.
They don't know.
I don't know what
Ver-
you're doing. Oh no, this is actually gonna work? No.
Ah, oh well. Okay, I'm fine now.
delete.
Fuck. I'm fine. Alright.
Now you're double fine.
how slow do we want to play this? Do we just want to play the 10 or? I'm 20 seconds on fly.
Yeah, we probably have 20 seconds.
Who is that?
I think mid and top get us 10.
Yeah, I got another top with.
Oh,
I don't have a throw.
I don't have anything. My bad.
Might still be playable.
I got an interrupt here.
I kind of want to yeet in.
Okay.
Honestly,
I'm right here.
just gonna fucking yeet in.
This doesn't look good.
Oh. All the squishies.
Ah, it seems fine.
Okay. There's no fort here.
Oh. Wait, is Greg gonna get sniped? The Chromie is under you guys.
Yeah, she's right here.
Yeah. Start capping.
I got a tap, but okay.
I'm on my way too.
I mean, she's not there anymore, right?
She's right
Oh
there.
my god, what is she doing?
Oh,
Ah, my bad.
she's still dead.
Wait, I'm dead. Okay.
Oh, nice and stuff.
Clean.
Careful. Okay, Stitch is here. Up. Oh.
I'm here.
Huh.
No.
I'm just gonna get the seed very quickly.
All right, I'm coming
That's
from
fine.
right there.
Huh.
Alright.
I can help you try to get it.
I'm looking at Haka.
It just
I can
sees
block
you.
maybe. I'm blocking. Oh
Stentis
my god,
is-
sorry.
Okay, no. I heard Hook right there. They're not capping.
I'm just destroying the backline potentially. Okay, I'm
Oh,
dead.
Is that an
nice.
infinite?
Big damage?
Wait,
Felt,
is that an infinite?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
Huh.
is.
Like it.
I thought it was playable, but I guess we backed off a bit too far.
Oh.
No
If
gorge
I
and
block,
stitches. No
goodbye.
gorge, no gorge.
Sorry, Light.
I forgot about you.
Yeah, sorry, I should have called the gorge earlier because we could have completely destroyed them, I think.
I wish I was far side right now. Okay.
Careful bottom.
Okay. I don't think
I'm gonna go far to poke Jaeger.
they're probably their camp, right?
Yeah.
Caramel.
Oh, check it. Huge.
Probably
Tiger
What
didn't
is it?
respect the 1v1.
Yeah, just back with garage. Got the team.
That was pretty
Um,
cool. Loved it.
I think they're gonna stay.
They're probably on my company. They're going after Hogger.
We're coming.
Hogger
No,
lives.
I thought it, but no hook.
Down.
No stasis on the hacker. Do you have a flight?
Yeah.
This guy.
Flying.
Yes, adaptation. You just used adaptation.
Oh,
On Bala.
Okay, okay.
What? Wait, I threw something. I don't know.
how the fuck did I?
Also, why didn't you just rip your one when they were all there?
Because I had my
Bird.
D.
Yes out.
What if I continue? Damn.
Didn't look like I was gonna die.
Let's get the 40.
Oh, Verd. Hi.
Hey, slot.
How? What? You're gonna have to explain to me how to play Garrosh Grey. I don't even know how you got there.
You
That
just stay
was-
out of vision. And
I'm just
then
being
flank them.
weird. That's how to play Garrosh.
Be weird. All right.
Can we steal this while I'm
Yeah.
interested?
Coming to help.
I mean, bot fort is really free.
Yeah, but we can just get both camps and then force objective, and we get the.
I've got fly.
You guys
I've
are
got fly.
possibly getting- yeah. Well,
Gorge is bot.
I
I'm flying.
think the
Big.
oh, very nice.
It's huge.
Oh,
Really?
We're here.
That is one of the biggest time traps I've seen in a very long time.
Ball is trapped.
I'm right.
Oh my god, I'm bad.
Oh my.
You just got juked. I think I gotta go get some mana at some point.
Yeah. Pearl, he has his moments.
I know you want it.
Let's
Gray.
not.
I know you want
You
it.
too.
I can see.
But
the
there's
blood.
it's too close. Also, Gorge is really scary.
Yeah, but the blood. Where else are you gonna get blood?
Shit.
I'll just be here. They don't see me. Oh, well, they're not gonna see
Should
me
I bait him
anyways.
out? I'll bait him out.
No.
No, I'm baiting him.
Yeah, that way's fine. I see, like moving in. I'm gonna do this. Now. Huh?
Whew.
Oi.
That's
That's a
Wait.
lot of
Bala
damage.
rooted. They have to kill or something, I think.
Fala 80%ed, 70%ed.
Oh yeah, okay, wait. This
Ooh,
specifically says
huge.
one flight I was unstoppable. Okay. That's a globe. Oh well. Watch hook. Don't. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Does he outrange me? He does, doesn't he?
Fuck.
Might be playable.
I don't know about that.
Stitches is dead.
Might be
1 for
tradable.
1?
2 for 2. 2 for 1. I think.
Dahaka has the
Nice.
Wow. What?
Oh, he's
Wow.
up.
Is it Penta?
No.
It's Penta.
That ends, by the way.
Yeah. That is one of the most cursed Pentas I've ever seen. Well done.
That was pretty funny. Tank Stukov back in the mix.
Made Stukov, I think. Actually, Stukov's not a bad healer with
Oh, goodbye.
pick tanks like Stitches or Garrosh. Because you add the damage to get the picks instantly.
Yeah, he's good.
Oh, let's drag him back in. Nope, default.
To cancel the damage. Anyway, I gotta go.
I'm changing rules.
So did I just...
What do Worth say?
So did I just abandon doing replay casting to join you guys? Only for you guys to abandon in-houses?
You're doing casting? I thought you were just watching a replay.
I mean, yes,
Here,
I
I
was
can do
casting.
one more if
What-
it's fast.
Jaeger, why do you sound so incredulous?
I've never heard you cast before. I just didn't believe you did it.
We tens, right?
Yeah,
You're
we're
a 10?
at 10. Okay.
Let's do it.
I am insulted by you, Jaeger. Oh. Wait. Hey, it's okay, basically. Where's Pearl at? That's Ultra Pass. It's like it just join the queue and then not show up.
Backwater, and these are some
Hey,
teams,
Gray.
alright.
These are some teams. Anyways, lobby is up. But I suppose that means y'all want a lobby link. who's supposed to be on our team? Oh, like so. Alright, I think you're all ready. Alright. Wait, who's after the crown on again? I gotta get first pick. Cool. Oops.
The crusade.
Oh, this is my jam!
Like away for a second. And we're showing Deathwing.
I stand ready.
Which the worst case tank still
Like a
remains?
Nubrak or Murden.
Yeah, still a noob. Thanks to Beatles.
wait is over. This realm needs me.
Damage like Greymane or just Hanzo.
With every death comes honor. With honor,
Okay.
redemption.
I'm gonna be very bored this game.
All right, let's get ready to stomp the horde.
Ah, paladin. No, a crusader. Any chance you found us a way to sanctuary on your quest?
Let's defeat our foe, and then we can worry about how to get home.
The battle starts in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the battle begin.
Alright, let's do this.
Why not?
That's Q build call. So odds are they're gonna send Blaze for the clear. Post 4. Jaeger is cheesing bot side. Might want to respond to that. Mike, let's go. Kill. Nice kill. Wait, are you gonna be in the AR in a second? Great.
You want air?
Like, if you can, Icy can also follow, because
I'm in
Walla's
there, man.
currently on the camp right now.
Yeah.
So, like, we wait
I'll be here. I will be fair.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 5. Okay, we go now. Finish off the camp first. Stupid, but hey, why not?
Seems right.
Death comes for this realm.
Yeah, I couldn't do the timing right, though.
By the light, be down.
That was close enough. Got it too.
Still haven't gotten our own camp, though.
It's hard.
Yeah, I wonder why. I think we need Psycha plus Icy to do it. If anything, so I'm just gonna go down.
I interrupted the blink.
Nice choice.
I don't know where she's going, but
Yeah.
don't trade against Swallow.
I see, if you please, could you help Psycha out on the camp or mid lane clear? I'll try to catch as much soak as I can.
Like chaff before the wind.
Got word that the enemy's holding some of our troops hostage. I want to break them out. We found our soldiers. Capture the Horde's prison camp, but make sure they don't capture ours.
Yeah, Vol's MIA again. They're not on the camp though.
Burn in the light.
Oh hey,
There she is.
we can't kill this,
Alright.
but I can channel it if you hold them. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna leave you here because I'm pretty certain you can escape. I'll catch mid lane soak so we can get to 7.
I'm just stalling them.
Yep, no need to take that fight seriously.
I go.
Our rescue's been halted. Fight back and claim the prison camp.
We can always just assure them later.
Blaze coming downside. But
The crusade marches on.
They're on their camp right now, yeah?
I can guarantee it's a fault. We can run. Or actually, we don't need to.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Ooh, that charge went in a way I didn't expect it to. Well, I'll leave
That's
you
nice.
top side, Pearl. I'm gonna go mid lane
Thank you,
now.
my friend.
If you can catch bot side Deathwing, it will be good. Just need to clear this lane out.
Burn in the light. Yes.
They're sending several bot side, I believe, so we can just pressure here. Ugh. What am I doing?
I must retreat, friend. Of course.
It took that many Horde to stop our cavalry.
I think I'll be approaching bot side. We kind of want to finish this off as quickly as
We are
possible.
stronger when we fight.
Choose a
We got ults. We can threaten them, I think.
As it should be. I will help you.
Anyways. I'll be looking for your arrow if you want. Pirate Psycho.
I want to fly.
Cheers. I'll be honest, I kind of want to just rip it and let it bounce. Shit.
Danger is close.
Oh shit. He died.
It's the age of the
I'll be
nephew,
going
my
upwards.
friend.
Yeah. Screwed the pooch in that one. Oh well.
Cower before Zakarum. Akarat wills it.
Another prison camp, eh? Well, it won't be left standing for long.
We didn't lose that much. They're missing soak. I'm gonna go and catch the bot side soak. It's just within my comfort area. so could use some love. We don't really have to worry about them stepping on that objective.
Time for some action! Let's free our soldiers and take the fight to the fore! We'll just make victory
Place charge
that
instead
much
of actually popping Iron Skin.
I'm flying to come down.
Big damage.
I return.
Yeesh. I'm gonna get us 13 by going for topside soak.
Burn in the light.
We're so close to 30 right now.
choose a talent.
You can probably kill Blaze here. Like, he's really isolated from the rest of them.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay.
Holy shit, Icy, you shouldn't be alive right now. Okay, we're going in. I
Objective.
guess.
Don't go in.
You're giving me a heart attack, Icy.
I need a flag. We need help here on objective. No need to be anywhere else.
By the light be damned.
Paul's still dead. I'm gonna catch my fountain and then come back.
Don't get in calamity range. That is free damage. I can pretty much guarantee this now.
Okay.
You can start backing out.
He can still just perma-stall it if we don't kill him. Like, he can just spam it out enough.
This guarantees.
As if the horde could ever stop us. Mount up.
Bot side soak is super free. I'll catch it. You guys head mid lane and top side.
Y'all can push mid.
Let's do this.
There's another wave spawning here. I'm gonna kill it first.
By the light.
Ooh, that's a blessed. Actually, I'm coming in on a deep flank. Deep flanking. God dang it. Bring the pooch when it comes to accuracy right now. I'm very sad about that. Good.
By the light be damned. Thank you, my friend.
Destroy. You can knock us down, but we'll get right back up.
I'm bailing.
The crusade calls.
Yeah, they're on it.
They're on that bruiser one? Yeah, whatever.
Man, it's gonna.
My wounds healed. Cower before the room.
Careful of getting Tyrael'd. You don't trade well in Navala. Nice stun.
I finally did something useful this game, but holy crap, Icy, you're
Too far.
you're giving me heart palpitations. Gray, I think. how you feel towards Icy is how I felt towards you playing last season.
No walls nearby.
You know what I mean?
Cower before Zakharoon.
Did what I say make any sense at all? I'm guessing no.
Possibly. I get the idea.
Why did I run it down? That's a boss for free.
I'll be coming up.
Do you have fear? Because I don't have a cleanse for it. I think, anyways. Problem is Bob can stop you, so I guess it's Ghost. But he can just shove you off with Holy Ground. Alright.
I'll be stalling, actually, that's my job. Am I late? Oh my god. Wait. Oh god.
Having a bad feeling about this. Yeah, there's another judgment.
He's got a judgment at you,
Yeah,
careful.
I should get an
It has your name
apprentice.
on it. Oh, they're going onto it again. Great. You got this all, I assume? Yeah, that is so annoying. Amazing. Yeah, I think we just outright win the fight we take. Ooh. Spicy. Yeah.
The crusade marches on.
By the way, we technically don't really need to engage right now.
Thank
We
you,
have
my friend.
a lot
Yeah,
closer
we
to
have a
20.
level lead amongst other things. Yeah, we just kind of copped a lot of ults there. Judgment is still up, by the way.
Thank you, my friend.
Oh shit. I did not see White Tiger was that available. My bad.
By the light be damned. My wounds heal.
I would ask to not chase too far, and we can just pressure this.
Heck, we can just go for 20 first. Like, no need to rush it.
No, don't do it. You're gonna get judgmented.
This. We literally just need 20.
I gotta go.
After
Choose a talent.
Oh, that's a freebie. Yeah, fine. They're on their camp.
I am coming to
At least
help.
Vala has been missing for long enough. They're not on their camp. I'm actually
Cower
bored to
before
tears now.
Zakharoon.
Is this gonna give this up to us?
20, I guess.
I kind of feel like stealing their camp, though. I'm just going to leash it.
Don't go for it.
I'm just going to leash it the moment the OBJ ends. Like, they can't afford to contest
The
it,
crusade calls.
because they'll be down in 20 still. I just figure it's a useful way for us to amp this push up. Oh, that explains it. That explains it.
Under control. Oh, this is
Yeah,
going
we have to worry about Tyrael stepping on this, though. He does. I'll stun chain him into Oblivion.
Wounds heal.
Now we can just push mid lane now for free, I think.
A great victory. Make your peace.
well struck.
Holy shields. Yeah, I think we just need this camp plus boss and we win.
Worthy strike.
Thank you, my friend. Like chaff before the wind.
Oh! This is awkward. 8. Several
Bing.
hungering. Also several hungering arrows. Holy crap, they did like 500 damage apiece. And I just lost about 40% of my HP in a second. Ugh. That was disgusting limit testing. That's what I'm going to call it so I can sleep at night. Ugh.
I guess they didn't have enough engage. Eh, healed well.
Yeah. I'll be honest.
Oh, wait.
You were saying, Gray.
I was thinking, why doesn't Icy just unstop himself?
Yeah, sound barrier, mate.
He gets the unstops with the B steps.
Or you could get a butter knife and remove his B key from his keyboard.
Honestly, though, I've never seen Icy this toxic before. Yeah, it looks like there's only 9 of us.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Yeah. So just
I'll send one mo in the chat.
let me see here. Oh, wait, Gray, leave the score screen.
I got up actually.
Oh,
Jeez.
you gotta go. All right.
Goodbye.
Peace out.
Eh?
What's this?
ARAMs. Traditional
ARAMs.
Kafka special ARAM.
I played like dog shit those 2 games. Felt bad.
Okay, Gray, get out of the score screen. And get out of the party so I can invite you.
Huh.
Come on, don't you want to do an ARAM? If you don't want to do an ARAM, in which case I feel like a bit of a jerk for coercing you into ARAM.
Definitely not doing ranked.
I mean, I don't think we could do ranked. Also, we can't apparently do ARAM because White Tiger's not eligible.
Oh, you're false.
Huh?
For a second, I couldn't queue up. But yeah,
You're
that's...
not eligible.
Okay.
I just remember taking so many orbs for the Lucio.
Yep.
I feel like you guys could have gone on him more. Huh?
I mean, Judgment's such a high cooldown.
The range is like almost out of vision though, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah, but the follow-up isn't.
Your team isn't that like your team has to be in position for it.
And it's not the easiest thing when he's in the middle of his team or mid waves.
Oh, I was not choosing a hero. Oh well, this is fine.
Genji.
What were my
probably would've
choices?
been better for
Are you
Judgment,
prepared for
honestly.
this challenge?
Why so serious?
And then you guys couldn't get the objective at all.
Nope.
Battle begins in 10 seconds.
Or I could have just played Mephisto, probably.
Wait, you had the option to play Mephisto and you didn't?
Commence combat
Maybe it's not fun.
operations.
God, they've got 2 of those.
Freaking conveyor belt.
Your spam is too much. Oh. Ha! Wait, what?
It was rated, so you.
That's so rigged!
How do you not know about that?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not a tennis man.
Oh yeah, you go towards them.
Also, we're
It's a
down
scam.
2 levels. This is
Two?
amazing.
Damn,
Well, 1
I
level.
can't count.
We were down 2 for a brief period of time, and okay, they've already killed multiple. Oh no.
We're fine.
Are we though?
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Not with that enthusiasm, we're not.
This guy is rooted.
I'm stunned.
Ooh, big swap.
That guy has armor. This is my globe.
I don't know how to play Rat at all.
Just Q at them.
That's what I'm doing!
Q better.
I'm giving Lily fast E.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I have this ability. I forgot, I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Ah!
Is it
You walked into that.
Yes, I know. He really threaded the needle there. Oh my word.
Yo, Yoon.
Gonna put a trap there.
United.
Oh!
Are you making puns now? Is that who you've become? Like, am I reducing you, Gray, to a worse version of me?
Worse? What's
Worse?
Well, better version of me. Okay, fair enough, but his puns aren't funny though. Mine are.
It wasn't supposed to be funny. Oh well, I don't have a pull for you yet. Now I do.
I need to pull when you can just spam Q.
You know what? True. I'm never pulling you again.
Oh.
Alright, I'm gonna take anti-ETC tech.
+1 vote for no polls. This poor Ming.
My healer loves me.
Almost.
What's not?
Oh, you're so forward.
Wow. Look, I will get a dirty trickster kill this game, even if I have to die to try it.
Man, not having shield level 1 kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Feels bad.
Wait, what did you get level 1?
Even-handed.
Wow. That's a
That's
choice that you have made.
Yeah. I figured double healer. Hey, I don't need this. Turns out it's
Double
always
healer,
good.
I don't need heals.
Hey, at least I see stacking that E build. Level 20, we win.
Right.
I swap.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how it worked.
Was Artanis, was Anduin rooted there? That's why you went there?
Yeah.
This stupid dragon away from me. Not that one.
Ooh, that worked.
Ooh.
Too bad they have 2 healers as well.
They do?
They both went, I see 2 disintegrates, this is free. So are you
Or
apparently.
we both just get
I'm not-
lasered to death.
I'm not dead. What are you talking about? I'm not free.
I am though.
Wait, movement speed activated. Okay, my entire strategy now revolves around using.
Oh wait, that's a tech.
That was godly.
What'd you just do?
He swapped the ETC slide. Swapped right
Oh.
through it. I'm sidestepping this ETC for years. Goddamn. Poor guy.
I'm not sidestepping these mings though.
The faster you accept that you're just gonna be hit, the less damage you'll take.
True.
What?
Go towards it.
Look, I can do that when tanking, but it's the
And?
cues that I'm missing.
It's not the Qs we missed, it's the Qs
Like, I'm
we
not
took
getting hit by
along the way.
every single W. I'm just getting hit by every single Q.
Fuck off. Oh my god.
Very good at this game, Jaeger.
I'm very good at nothing.
Flex player confessions.
Huh?
Huh?
I'm fucking old, dude.
Oh, they both went Calamity. Okay then. Ow.
Yeah, I can't play video games. I'm too uninspired to cook.
How could you get too uninspired to cook? Ooh, I just got
Burned out, dude.
Ah, yes. Sounds like everybody in that industry. Big swap.
How accurate is Overcooked?
I've never played it. I get enough cooking in my day-to-day life. I don't play cooking games when I get home. But from what I have seen of the game, I recall there being food on the floors. I don't think that should happen.
I mean, it might.
I mean, like I said, I don't think it should happen.
Doesn't mean it can't.
Oh, it can.
Should have ulted him.
Giving Lily fast feet.
I apologize, Gray, for nothing.
I don't know why I just stood there. I really just wanted to 1v1 the Lily.
God, there's so many lasers.
Take a seat in your laser boy recliner, Gray.
Thank you for the save, Icy.
If he dies, you die too. Otis, you die.
Oh god, no!
Ooh, he's alive.
I walked into all of them.
Get him icy. Teach him a lesson.
The aspect of life rises against
It's instant R-Tech.
Oh
no!
Oh no!
I'm
Press C,
on
press C,
the
press
way.
C. You could have done it if you press C. Oh, you're gonna live actually. Very beautiful.
No! Anything but the wing, maybe? Or that?
Unlucky.
That was such a long route.
You're forward.
What's...
couldn't get cowbell.
Fucking rotten hell.
Jesus Christ, get me out. Please.
Don't you know?
I don't
Pro
like the
players like
purple
Leon
line.
play like that.
My gust was interrupted.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Oh,
We did it, boys.
Wait, let's
Alright,
kill
we
the
take
keep
their
first.
keep.
Kill the keep first, yeah.
where are you
No,
going?
No, what
Where
are
you
you doing,
going?
White Tiger? We need
Oh
you.
wait.
We're taking the keep first.
We have this.
Exactly, exactly.
What are they gonna do? Laser it? Kill me?
Yes!
You did it.
Massive L.
Oh, there goes the
Yo.
sword.
Took him long enough.
And minions, so useless. That was satisfying. But you just saved him! Why?
No, he did not.
Okay. But he extended his lifespan.
I'm upset that their fort died. I wanted to fight.
Okay, I'm
between them.
gonna pull you. Get. Ah!
The aspect of life rises against
Oh, I'm in it. Wait. My hitbox. It's very gone.
Died in midair.
Oh, that Q, I saw that.
Thank you.
Alex Q that barely healed anything but saved from a auto attack from court.
Yeah.
He's gonna get purple lasered. No. Wait. Oh.
Uh-oh, this is where the big fun begins.
Is that level 20 I see? Goodbye.
I didn't even need to use this ult. Jeez. Imagine knowing how to actually wind tunnel people. What kind of flex player malarkey is this?
I have a great plan.
I also have a great plan. Wait,
Oh, I was
Yes!
trying to
you
fly.
just stopped me from
Huh.
finishing off the score.
No.
You didn't kill me with that pull.
No.
I wanted to die on court, Gray. And you ruined that for me.
MVP.
Wait. Now that wouldn't have made a difference between MVP or not. I wasn't even gonna get on the board. Alright. One more again. Wait, we are? Wait, no, we're not 10 because I do not want to play anymore. I'm actually completely lobotomized at this point, okay? I thought that queue was cleared, to be honest.
With how I'm playing today, I don't want to play anymore. Just be throwing points away.
Damn.
Oof.
Initialization in progress.
Who
Prepare
even
for
needs
combat.
tanks, am I right?
When this is over, you're next.
Yeah, because we just killed the tanks. And then there's no tank left.
There wasn't even a tank here.
Time remaining. 10 seconds. 5, 4,
15.
3, 2, 1. Localized combat now beginning.
20, 30, 40.
First blood.
There's my
You have
healing.
lightning shield?
Double kill.
Lightning shielded Nova?
Triple kill.
Nice.
Quad kill.
Big.
Zap, zap, zap,
That's the
zap.
value from it.
I got
We make a great team.
so much bloody resets
Come
there.
here.
Beautiful.
No, no. Oh, hi.
Enemy defeated.
Oof. I have armor.
Killing spree. Kill confirmed. Double kill.
Ah!
Your killing spree has
Wait.
ended.
Where's my Mephisto?
He may have tower dived in a suit for stacks. We don't
They'll never.
talk about that, you know?
Correct.
Nice aim, White Tiger.
Thank you.
Enemy hero terminated.
Great.
You've been training.
Winnable.
No!
No! The
What
wall
my
bank
team doing?
carrying you.
Apparently, holy shit, I'm about to die.
Updating
Yes.
quality statistics.
I could not comprehend what you guys were doing.
Exactly.
Actual inting in my book.
Started gaming. Wait, what? Oh, that's a bad guy.
Vital signs negative. Double kill.
Probably quitting my job on Monday, or
Wait, what?
Elimination complete.
Bottom four.
We make a great team.
political bullshit at the top
That's one problem.
happening. Like they're making moves that I don't want to support with my body.
Sorry. I am intrigued by that phrasing.
Keep it up.
No,
I assume you're not going to elaborate.
no. What's there to elaborate on? I said what I said.
Like, you work at the male equivalent of Twitter? Like,
I wish they let me wear whatever I want. Well, no, they have uniforms. Winnable.
Double kill.
These are the words of Grey Color.
Get him.
oh, don't worry, we got him.
Enemy defeated.
Resume. Heal me. Heal me so I can go in again.
All right, that's got to be pretty scary. A medevac drops and then there's some bloodlust right out of it.
This dude is giving up. Poor dude.
Mayhem. Vital signs.
That's the way we do it.
Fort destruction complete. Enemy hero terminated.
Keep killing them so fast so I can't even stack my quest.
Vital signs negative.
So you're never going to elaborate. I'm just going to wonder what you mean, even when I'm in the retirement home or the hospice. Like that will be the last thought on my mind. What
I'm glad you
were
said
meaning.
or the hospice because you're never retiring. You might retire.
Any agreeers?
What? Why are you putting hospice in quotation marks? I need explanation. So, does anybody want to agree that this was a terrible idea?
Nope.
No!
I'll do it again.
So, explain what you mean by hospice in quotation marks, Gray. I must know.
Podium returns to this
Being Canadian.
What do you mean, being Canadian?
no longer.
What, was that word really that unfamiliar for you?
Canadian? Yeah.
Encouragement.
I dropped the totem for you.
I'm gonna keep running it down until you two explain what you mean instead of leaving me hanging.
You think
like
that's a
this.
threat, but we're already doing that.
Okay, then I won't join you guys in the running it down.
Oh shit, wait.
I'll just sit in core and we'll lose the day round.
Adios.
Amazing.
Do you have my medevac from core?
That's 30. That's 8 chairs to pull down.
That's fucked up.
Enemy hero terminated. Select. Triple
All
kill.
stealing all the kills. It's unacceptable.
I'm,
Also, good job, I see.
what I mean, Orth, is I'm not going to keep working 55 hours a week for owners who make stupid decisions that are not beneficial, that are the opposite of beneficial to the staff.
Fantastic. That sounds just about absurd enough.
Destroyed.
Apparently, nobody can run a business ethically anymore.
Killing spree.
Seriously, what the hell is up with that?
Kill.
Like, are they just...
Keep it up.
Is business school just teaching people how to be assholes at this point? Like, is that all that's on the curriculum?
Hit him, Gray.
Hit him in 3 seconds.
Defeated. Double
We
kill.
make a great team.
Triple kill.
Also, great. Please elaborate on what you mean by hospice in quotation marks. Is
Yeah,
the
put him
word-
out of his mystery.
Ha 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 ha.
How much have you heard like someone unironically say hospice?
I thought it was pronounced hospice this whole time because I've only seen it in books.
Vital signs
What?
negative.
Another word for end of life care. What?
Double kill.
God, I read too many history books.
I don't even know if that's history, man.
Mayhem.
I mean, at the very least, a place where I've heard it used before would be a history book. I can really actually get the name of it because it's. Oh yeah, Peter with an I before the E. M. Jutson.
Pieter? Okay.
Pieter, yeah. Long story short, there's a hospice in that history book. It's weirdly enough in Jerusalem of all places. Wait, am I about
Hospice care prioritizes comfort and quality of life by reducing pain and suffering.
Anyways. I think I'm gonna disappear now.
Okay.
Have a good night. See you
See
in
ya.
the match tomorrow, Gray, and see the rest of you whenever.
Wait, the what?
Yeah, we have a match tomorrow.
Against?
Same team as Shredded Wound.
Oh, the remake match.
Yeah,